I said, beat me up, I'm on fire, I'm on my grind, cause that's all we know, beat me up, I'm getting higher, I'm on mine, got me singing, all we know, beat me up, I'm on fire, I'm on my grind, got me singing, oh yeah, got you looking at my soul, yeah, I'm the bomb, ready to blow, I said, beat me up.
Hello everyone and welcome to our premiere episode of Gridirons TV. On today's episode, we're coming to you from Olney, Maryland at Our Lady of Good Counsel High School, coached by Bob Milloy. Coach Milloy was rated top 10 private school coaches by Yardbarkers in 2013, and he led the Falcons to 4 conference titles from 2009 to 2012. Let's get to know Coach Milloy and welcome to Gridirons TV.
Well, that was a long time ago, but no, I was born in Philadelphia, but my family's from D.C. Back then, there was only one league. It was called the Catholic Youth Organization, CYO. They had a 130-pound league, and we used to play on the ellipse between the White House and the Monument. It was really neat. Some great players came out of that league. So, I played in it in the 8th grade, 7th grade. My younger brother, Mike, came home one day. How's football going? The coach left. He's gone. I called the priest up and said, I'd like to do it. I was at prep school, but I've never coached before. The priest said, we'll let you do it till I find somebody, else. And that was 1961, so that was about 53 years ago. I've been coaching ever since.
I said, beat me up, I'm on fire, I'm on my grind, cause that's all we know, beat me up, I'm getting higher, I'm on mine.
I would think influence-wise, Morgan Wooten, he gave me my first job out of college, and I was at DeMatha, and I coached the JV football, JV baseball. I had 5 algebras, and I drove the bus back and forth to practice at Riverdale. And just being around Morgan and watching him, he was a terrific football coach. A lot of people don't know that, but at one time I think football was his deal. But just watching him deal with kids and parents and coaches, it was just, I would literally write stuff down and file it away, and hopefully got a chance maybe to use it myself one day.
Yeah.
Just a great people guy.
Go. Over here now. Get around.
Well, I think the biggest difference is the parents. Back in those days, the kid they drop them off, they pick them up 2 hours later, and just whatever, you just do what the coach says or the teacher says or whatever. And nowadays, the parents are just so involved, and it makes it a lot harder. I mean, they always want excuses of why this or why that, and the kids are still the same. I mean, we went through a crew cut era, and then a long hair era, and all that kind of stuff. But basically, the kids look forward to and respect discipline. And so, if you have your rules, they know what they are, and you're fair with it, consistent with it, the kids play just as hard. Nowadays, I think they're bigger and they're faster and they're stronger and they're smarter. And, they won't just, run through the wall now. They'll ask you, well, why? But then they will. They still will run through the wall if you explain to them why you got to do it.
I got you looking at my soul, but it ain't looking right. Cold, but it ain't looking icy. But in a minute, might be likely. When you see me on my grind. I need a couple weeks, cause I'm running out of time. Oh, my, can you beat me up, Scotty? Got money on my
Goals,
mind.
that's a many-faceted concept. But number one, I want to have those kids going into every game thinking they're going to win. And I tell them, I promise you'll have your opportunity. Now we're not going to win all of them, no, of course. But, if we can get them to where they believe that this is what we got to do to win, and if they execute it, they have a chance. That's my goal. Obviously, we want them to be good people. Obviously, we want to help get them into school for free, and all that. As a coach, it's game preparation for me, to practice hard, and so that there's no surprises. When the game starts, there's no surprises. So, in our scripts every day, we'll have, here's their defense, and most of the plays will be directed at that defense, but we always have something against a 4-man line, a 3-man line, a 5-man line, just in case. You know, they come out and we tell them, hey, if they come out, it's not their base defense. It'll throw us off for a little bit, but you know, we'll just hang in there and you know, we'll be fine. Try to tell the kids, you know, the most important part of this game is people that, you know, like to hit people. So you need to find the 22 best hitters you got and then put them in positions so they can play.
Rotate down there.
Well, in hiring coaches, you know, the most important thing is loyalty, you know, and desire, you know, and you know, you can tell as you interview them, you can tell right away if it's a job to them when you start talking money. And you know, if money's not an issue, then that's a guy that really gets my interest up. Because I coached for nothing for about 9 years, and you know, I mean, you got to just want to coach. So,
Hey, know somebody beat me up. Come show the team some love, and I promise to rock this till we can't break no more. Hey, without you, said it would be no me. I'm just waiting for someone to come shine that gleam on me. Spotlight, bright lights, this grind don't stop. With every word I speak, you get a glimpse into my soul and my heart. I put my life on the page, I put my soul on a beat. I keep my eyes to the sky and keep my head to the street. I'm taking no days.
it's an individual thing. I mean, some people it's like you get it in the blood, you know, and just got to do it. And you know, I just heard a story just the other day. A guy was a stockbroker and was making, you know, 6 figures, but he just didn't like it. He didn't like being in the office. He liked being outside. So he went out and got his degree, you know, teaching degree, and you know, volunteered to coach high school. So I mean, it's just you know, it's just if that's what you love to do, then you got to pursue it. And if you don't, then you know, I mean, if you're in for the money, it's the wrong profession, I think, because if you ever actually try to figure out an hourly wage for coaching and all the stuff that we do, I mean, it'd probably be $1 an hour, you know, and you know, it never seems, there's always something to do. Yeah. And we're lucky. I mean, nowadays we got the turf fields. I mean, the old days we had to cut the fields, line the fields, get them ready for the game, and so, you know, and the DVDs save you a lot of time. So there's a lot of great improvements that have happened over the years. But you know, really, you got to love it and you got to want to do it. You just can't do it as a job, because you know, a job is exactly that. It's not fun. It's work. And you know, to me, it's my job, but it's not work. I mean, I enjoy coming to work every day. You know, so it's, you know, and I'm lucky. I just love what I do.
51 deep.
That for the ground and rip.
Perfect pass.
Well, somebody told me a long time ago, you know, you don't retire from something, you retire to something. I don't have the two yet. I mean, you know, I'm not a golfer, and I do football every single day, whether it's ordering jerseys or socks or something. You know, I do it every single day, and you know, all year round, and it's what I do. And you know, I enjoy talking to the coaches. I've been coaching longer than some of these guys have been alive, and you know, I mean, some of these young guys. But you know, you learn something from everybody. You know, everybody, and I enjoy that very much. And I think, you know, when that point comes, I think I'll know right away if it's getting old. You know, it's maybe time to think about packing it in. But I mean, I really enjoy it. I really enjoy it. I learn almost every day, and so to me, it's not really a job. I'll keep doing it, you know, until that feeling goes away.
I'm on fire.